Good morning. We are starting off our day with a pretty sunrise as we look off to the northeast for us in Fargo. But as we look to the south and west, we would be seeing some lightning down toward the Lemoore and Ellendale areas as storms are rolling in and developing there. So it's the calm before the storm here in Fargo-Moorhead. Here's a look at the radar and satellite map. You can see the clouds have rolled in to eastern North Dakota in advance of these storms that are pushing in. And they're intense. You can see lots of lightning associated with them, stretching back to Bismarck, over to Jamestown, and then points south from there. We have had some severe thunderstorm warnings that were issued, and one in Brown County in South Dakota. And it's hiding behind all this lightning here, but you can kind of make out that yellow box at the bottom of your screen. This is until 5 a.m., so another 10 minutes on this. But this line overall, you could see it's moving to the north and east here this morning. Ellendale getting some lightning happening right now, some strong wind gusts into Dickey County. And we're going to move up just a little bit farther north here to give you an idea of what's going on in advance of this line too. So first of all, this line is approaching Edgeley. And just to kind of orient you here, Jamestown is right here. Fargo down I-20 or I-94 is to the right side of the screen. We've got those strong winds associated with these storms and lightning pushing through Dickey County. But then there are some cells that have been developing out ahead of this in parts of Ransom County and into Barnes and Stutzman. A little lightning around Jamestown right now and back over to Lisbon. And so these storms could continue to intensify in advance of it. And with that, we could see some hail and some winds with these particular storms. So these are moving to the east, northeast here with this system overall impacting us through the morning hours. You could see a little bit of a swirl here down to the south and west of Bismarck. That's where we have a wake low, and that could bring about some strong winds too after this system. The strongest part of this system has moved through. So a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for most of us until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is going to be a long-lived watch, and it includes our southern viewing area. Fargo not included in this. We're going to be on the northern end of these storms. Still could see the potential for some storms. We just don't happen to be included in this watch. It's more Fergus Falls down to Wahpeton, Breckenridge, Sisseton, and back over into the Lisbon area. Lemoore, Dickey counties down into Brown County, the watch won't last quite as long there. Temperatures 50s to the northeast, 60s to about 70 everywhere else. And we're looking at wind speeds that are on the light side with good visibility. All of this ahead of any storms that move through. That will be a different story for you if you're in any of those thunderstorms. So here's a look at your hour-by-hour planner. The storms rolling through into southeastern North Dakota. This is 9 a.m. You can see them moving through South Dakota, southeastern North Dakota still at that point in time, and into parts of Lakes Country in Minnesota around the noon hour. Timing on this could be off just a little bit, but it gives you an idea where and that the morning hours are really the focus for the strongest storms. Temperatures at lunchtime at this point into the 70s to near 80, and there still will be some lingering instability into the afternoon. So there's still the potential for an isolated thunder shower here and there this afternoon, but overall the focus is again on the morning hours, with temperatures, depending on where we get the rain and the cloud cover, will range from the 70s to some 80s here for your afternoon. Heading into tonight, we start to quiet things down. Looking at your 7-day planner, heat building in, humidity building in too. We're going to see temperatures that are well into the 80s as we head into the next couple of days. Friday's going to be a hot one, and then Saturday a chance for some thunder showers here. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be well into the 90s, and when you factor in the humidity we'll be experiencing, we will potentially see heat index values that soar up into the 90s to even near 100 degrees coming up for this weekend. So Saturday could be a really hot one, and that could lead to some intense thunderstorms coming up for Saturday afternoon and evening. Sunday, another round possible. Temperatures will be into the 80s and hot again. And that'll be our last weekend of June as we head into July. Still looking hot and warm. We're going to see those temperatures into the low to mid 80s heading into the holiday week. So active weather, hot and steamy too, heading into the weekend.
I like that hot weather. I know it cooks up stuff, but I'm ready.
And 4th of July, perfect timing.
It is. Thank you, Lisa. We recommend you take a nap this afternoon. Coming up, we're going to give you a good reason to stay up late tonight as we head out for a preview of the 2019 Bazaar in downtown Fargo.
We have the details after this.